afternoon, everyone. My name is Colonel Bassey Bassey. I'm an aviation officer and pilot in U.S. Army, and I've served for over 23 years. I'm originally from Houston, Texas. My mom is from San Antonio, and my father is from Nigeria. He came over to the U.S. after completing high school and attended the university in Houston. I was commissioned as an officer through the ROTC at the University of Houston. So currently, as stated, we're all students at the War College Carlisle Barracks. Today I'm going to talk to you about job diversity in the Army and by extension the rest of the uniformed services. Now there's a myth out there. There's a myth that the Army has no job diversity, that when you join the Army, you're running around shooting people on the battlefield like you see on TV. Now this couldn't be further than the truth. As mentioned, the Army has 150, 300, twice that, 300 different types of jobs. Some of these jobs include interior electrician, plumber, a watercraft operator, yes, the Army has boats, a crane operator, or information systems operator. Some of the more esoteric jobs include a geospatial engineer, lithographer, a veterinary food inspection specialist, or a respiratory specialist. The Army has a band. The Army has over 15 jobs associated with different instruments that you can play in a band. The Army medical field has over 20 different specialties that span the spectrum of the medical sciences. Now, there are also combat jobs in the Army, but not as many as you would believe, as Hollywood would have you believe, where you're out running around shooting people and maneuvering on the battlefield. My point is that the Army does have diversity in job opportunities. Now, there are many Army jobs that are similar to the ones that you are familiar with. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have firemen, we have pilots. The advantage in the Army is that the Army provides the training necessary, and for a lot of these positions, I'd say most, not all, but most, don't have any specific experience or education required. Now you do have to take a aptitude test that'll qualify you for certain jobs, but the Army will provide the training. So some caveats: you have to graduate medical school if you're going to be a doctor. You got to graduate law school if you're going to be an Army lawyer. You got to have some affinity for an instrument if you're going to play in the band. Now, you'd probably be surprised to know that as a pilot, you don't have to have any prior aeronautical knowledge or flight experience. You have to pass a flight aptitude battery, but after that, Army will send you to flight school for a year and give you the training that you need. In fact, there's a saying amongst the Army pilot community, it's called high school to flight school, and it's true. The Army and the other services also have programs that provide naturalization and U.S. citizenship for serving members and their family. Now, there's another myth out there that people that are in the military, leave it, do not have a diverse job experience and therefore have problems getting a job. So the myth would have you believe that the experience someone has in the military is concerned with making war. Now, we've all seen the Hollywood movies where, the ex-Army protagonist is unable to integrate in society, can't find a job, and some kind of mischief or chaos. I know you guys have probably heard of the movie Rambo. Comes to mind. All right. However, the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, as of January, reported on average that people with prior military experience, there was a 4% unemployment rate compared to 4.4 for those people without military experience. So 0.4% difference, which can be huge when you plot it on a macro scale. So what does that tell us? People with military experience that leave the military do have a diverse job experience that's valuable, and they are getting jobs. Now, there are some people that have problems and fail to integrate into society, and they have issues, but that's the exception, not the rule. The Army has a very robust program that prepares people for leaving the Army and integrating back into society. The Army works with federal programs that gets people jobs, to get employment after they join. In fact, I'd go as far to say there are a lot of companies out there that put a premium on Army experience, which is a bonus during the recruitment process. So we talked about some of the diverse job opportunities that the Army has. We talked about some of the experience someone has, the diverse experience someone has that's that's valuable, that allows them to get a job. I'd like to leave you with this thought. Achieving diversity is a work in progress. The Army has made large strides towards providing a diverse set of job opportunities, but more needs to be done. However, the Army enterprise is dedicated toward this endeavor. Thank you, and I look forward to engaging with you later.